My name is Christel Duckett. I'm the principal of the Boland School for Autism, and I'm also an educational psychologist. Autism is a developmental brain disorder, and it basically means that the children who are diagnosed with autism actually struggle with communication and they struggle with social skills the most. Basically what it means is we have to teach them how to socialize within the community or in the world out there. So what we try to do here is teach them when they speak to a person, they must make eye contact, they must greet a person properly, they shouldn't eat food from other boys' plates, etc. So we're really trying to teach them appropriate social skills, and then obviously we try to help them to communicate their needs to us, because often children with autism can't talk. So that is a challenge, and we use the picture exchange communication system for them to exchange pictures to us to tell us what they want or what they need. And then obviously we try to do academic work with them as well. Their brains actually struggle to take in a lot of new information in at once. So what we do here at the school is we try to keep a very structured, routine-based week. We started 2.5 years ago. I met up with a few parents in the community who were all worried about getting school placement for their children at the schools in Cape Town, because those were at that stage the only government institutions that accommodated children with autism. And so they said, well, that's too far and we can't drive them all the way there, they'd never see their children, they'd have to stay in the hostel. So what we did is we decided, well, let's do this thing and let's start the school. So we spoke to the church and they gave us permission to start something very small here, and with the help from Paul community we've actually built it up over the past 2.5 years to what it is today. Yeah, we have 12 children and one of them is a girl. The ratio of boys to girls is 4:1 on the autism spectrum. So we have one girl and the rest are all boys. I got involved with the school because I have a sister on the autism spectrum myself, and when she was young my parents really struggled to find an appropriate school for her, and especially based on her needs. So I think that was probably my biggest motivation for starting this school, because I know what it feels like not to have some way to put a person that you love so much to take care of their needs and also to see their potential. At the moment we have 2 teachers here and 1 class assistant, meaning that we at this stage split the group into 2, so the ratio is 6:1, but if we could split our assistant in half it would be probably 4:1. I think our biggest challenge probably is getting funding. Our governing body and staff have been working very hard the past 2.5 years, and as I said before, if it weren't for the PAL community, we wouldn't be sitting here right now doing this interview. We've said a lot of prayers and did a lot of hard work, but I'm very proud of everybody who is part of this, and I can tell you that the parents are very proud and happy to see how their children show progress in our school.
My son is 9 years old and he's autistic. He's in Boland School for Autism for 2.5 years now. The school is wonderful for my child. It's difficult in the beginning when you find out you've got an autistic child. It's difficult for the family and it's difficult for the children and the brothers and sisters. He's a lovely child, a lovable child, so all the people love him. He started talking while he is in Boland School for Autism. He socialized with other people, and I think the school made a big difference in Yuri's life. And I can't imagine my son without the school. I don't know what we would have done if the school wasn't here.
So if anybody wants to become involved, they really are welcome to come and visit the school. The children are usually very excited to see strangers because they usually they know they might get a treat or something.
During March 2012, there were 100 cyclists who cycled the Cape Argus Pick and Pay cycle tour for the Boland School for Autism. These cyclists raised just over 100,000 Rand, and this meant that we could keep the school open for another year. We challenged the PAL community to join us for this good cause during March 2013. For an entry fee of only 750 Rand, you will get a guaranteed entry into the cycle tour, a start time of no later than 8:30, and a sponsored cycling shirt with the school's name and logo on it. You will get a chance to make a big difference in an autistic child's life.